So a couple weeks ago, I was walking down the street and I saw a lady itching her head. I saw a lady constantly moving, going for her arm, making erratic movements out of nowhere. But at the same time, I was looking really stressed. She looked really calm. She looked like nothing could affect her. I realised this girl was on drugs, and I decided to approach her. I asked her if she was okay. She looked at me disgusted. And then she put up a guard, like she wanted to fight me. She put up a guard, orthodox, southpaw, she doesn't know, she's probably like this. And tried to punch me. Now luckily, because I have experience, I stepped back really quickly. But this random lady, this bimbo, just decided to punch me. Because I was trying to check up on her. Then obviously after that I was like, I'll stay away from you. My bad. I walked away, I continued on with my journey to the gym. On the way home, after being pumped up now and more testosterone flowing, a lot more of this adrenaline, this girl comes up and approaches me again. So I'm ready this time, right? I'm not sitting there like, hey, you okay? I'm actually more ready. My hands aren't up here, because that's too obvious, but they're like here. They're mid-guard, lowish guard, right? I'm sitting there with my mid-low guard. I'm like, you alright? She's like, sorry about earlier. I'm bipolar. Turns out she was just bipolar. And for some reason, for whatever reason, she was in the midst of both of the acts. Couldn't tell you why, couldn't even advise why this might be a thing. But it made me realise something. A lot of people are actually bipolar. They have two different ways of working. They have this friendship and family. They have this gaming and normal. They have this chavvy and posh and professional. For example, with me, I could speak really articulately, but then I could also speak like a bum in it, even though it isn't me, because it doesn't suit me. A lot of people have this alter ego, this other personality that sort of ruins them. So, what if you just removed it? What if I stopped acting like a little bum, like a little chavvy bum, and instead I acted like myself for once? Imagine how different my life would be. Imagine if instead of caring about what other people thought of me, I didn't care about what other people thought of me. I just cared about myself and what I think of myself, how I respect myself, how I present myself. Imagine if instead of being distracted with this, that, whatever, I was just focused on what I wanted to be focused on. And instead of being two different people, one of a lazy git and second of a productive entrepreneur, I just cut off the bad one, the one that was slowing me down. I just get rid of it. And then my life gets better. Imagine if it was like that. Now, it's all well and good having this thought, however the difference in between the thought and the reality of the situation, very different. Let's be honest. You cannot control yourself sometimes. Sometimes this lazy git version of you comes out. But what you can do is progressively overload that positive version of you instead of the negative version of you. You can deload this and overload that. You can shift your energy towards this side instead of having it 50-50 or like that or whatever. Shift it more to this side, right? Because when you start shifting it more to the positive side, your life gets better. Instead of being the horrible lady she was initially, she could have been the nice lady. Now, that's all well and good, but what if I told you that lady doesn't exist? I made that story completely from my head, just to prove a point to you. That we have different ways of acting, and if you choose the correct one, more often than not, a lot of people can respect you and be nice to you. If your bad one slips, so be it. Just apologise about it and move on, like that lady did. Mature. That's the most important thing. You just maturely accept your mistake and move on. If you mess up on your computer game challenge of trying not to play the computer game, move on. Doesn't matter. You need to ignore the past, because the past will build you into a 50-50. If you want to be stronger over here, you need to focus over here. Now, in the present, not your entire life everywhere. Not the mistakes over here that have dragged you up over here instead of over here. Instead of being this person who lives in the past and regrets everything they've done, why aren't you instead grateful for all of the errors that have happened? Because it's built the man you are now. To be able to build this strength inside over here. Become way stronger. If you just followed this philosophy, not sooner, but if you actually just thought of this philosophy each day, if you said, I made a mistake, what can I do about it? It's done. And you moved on. Imagine how extraordinary you'd be. Do you know how many mistakes I make a day? When I wanted to stop swearing, I tried to cut out swearing in my life. I was able to do it, but each week I had an issue. I played football, and then I got angry. I let anger take control of me, and I swore. Imagine if I was mid-football match, and I sat there, and I was like, I swore. I can't do anything now. I just give up. Instead of being like, Just ignore it. It happened. Move on. Don't do it now. And because I said I'm not going to do it anymore, what ended up happening was I stopped doing it. That simple. Now, take that philosophy and implement it anywhere in your life. I made this mistake, so be it. I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it create this negative alter ego. My alter ego's gotten way better. This negative ego, his worst day is sitting downstairs. Do you know his worst day used to be swearing and computer games and staying upstairs for my entire life, not even eating. The bad version of me now eats like 2,000 calories minimum. Not 0, 2,000. Do you know how big a change that is? That happened in months. Imagine if you did this for years. This alter ego, this negative person you are, gets shut out. The negative version of you is the version that doesn't talk to 10 people on the street when you're walking to the park. It has headphones in, plays music, goes to the park, takes it out, listens to nature. Instead of being like, oh, hello, good evening, good morning, whatever it is. That's it. Once you know that, your life gets way better. So I hope this has made sense. I hope this is able to resonate with you. Instead of being the horrible version of yourself, be the great version of yourself. And instead of worrying about the negative that happened, push it away. Focus on this, because this will change your life forever. Take care.